And your caller, Darren Flindell.
Light is on. We're ready to go on the Hill Stakes Day here at Rosehill. Overcast and quite windy. Racing now. Tapp-Craig was last out of the gates. Monty Kate jumped well together with Trez, and Danish Princess wedged between the two runners there as Trez takes the lead now. Llewellyn goes through on the fence into a prominent role, and the favourite there is Alabama State, keeping Monty Kate deeper out. They're followed by Oakfield Waratah. Then came Oakfield further back to Peace Officer out in no man's land early. Back in the field is Apollo Mission, followed by Tapp-Craig, a Cheerful Legend, and Piraeus is the last one. Trez led the way down the side by 2 on Danish Prince. Llewellyn third. Monty Kate caught wide. Alabama State fifth between runners. Peace Officer, a victim of the wide draw on the outside of Hellbent on You. Oakfield Waratah and Apollo Mission is right on the ruck there. 2 further back to Tapp-Craig, a Cheerful Legend, having a nice enough run back in the field, and 2 lengths away to Piraeus. So Trez at the 500 leads the way by a length on Danish Prince, just being nudged along a bit. Then came Llewellyn, Monty Kate, Alabama State between runners, looking for a bit of room now as Monty Kate's giving her no space there, and Trez kicks at the 300. Trez a length and a half clear from Danish Prince. Llewellyn's coming off the fence. Alabama State with clear running now, and then came Monty Kate. Trez in front. Alabama State's picking up hard. Here's Piraeus with a big run late, but Alabama State gets to the front, overcame some adversity, and Alabama State won the first from Trez. Wide out Piraeus third, and Tapp-Craig rattling home at the end with Apollo Mission. Further back Danish Prince, then came Llewellyn from Cheerful Legend. Further back to Oakfield Waratah, Peace Officer, Monty Kate, and Hellbent on You was one of the last to finish.
Alabama State, number 16, Kerrin McAvoy, and Jack Pilkington gets a Saturday winner. A great start to his training career. Lining them up for second, Trez and Piraeus. They're wide apart. Tapp-Craig, after being slow to begin, has got through and probably run fourth. But it's Alabama State in those famous Peter Horwitz colours, winning by a comfortable length.
Nice horse. He's heading in the right direction. 5 Pillars, logical option for him. Now, what has got this Bob for second? It's very close. I'll keep out of that. Thank you. All I know is Piraeus is on target for Little Dancing, and the other horses run a very another consistent race. Trez and Tapp-Craig poked through there late, but all honours with the winner. Looked nasty halfway down the straight, but he kept his nerve. He did the right thing at the start, Kerrin.
Jack Pilkington, congratulations, your first Metropolitan winner, and to do it on a Saturday.
Yeah, it's pretty huge, obviously, for my career. Love this horse. He's amazing. He's always given me the feel that he's pretty special. How the hell he got out of that hole, I've absolutely no idea. Like, he had no right to win after what was going on in the straight there. So the performance I was actually expecting today, to be honest. I had probably more confidence coming into this race than I've had going into any of the others. So really glad he could get it done. We'll see what Kerrin has to say now. If I can squeeze another 100 metres out of him, we'll probably go 4 Pillars, I would think, but see what he thinks. It might just be top of his distance range, but I wanted to go to the Tapp-Craig today. Unfortunately, they upgraded the closing nominations to a listed race and kept the noms open, and then all those good horses came in, and that sort of screwed me because I'd been actually targeting the race for my entire preparation. So that was a bit disappointing, but we're more than happy to be getting a winner today. Just, over the moon. I'll be living off this one for a while, I think.
Well done. Now savour the moment and go and enjoy it with your owners, because there's a lot of them that are very, very happy.
There's a big group here today. There's another good group watching in the UK. A few of the owners are over there. And I actually have a cousin here somewhere who was going to watch the race with me, but he forgot to bring a tie and he couldn't get into the members, so I better find him.
We'll get him in. He can borrow mine. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Kieran. Nice enough win after a little bit of jockeying going on there at the 300.
Yeah, it was a nice win for him. He was in good form, jumped out and travelled well. It was nice to be able to use that draw. And I was sort of a little bit worried because they weren't going that quick, and I knew Tommy's horse was one of the ones to beat. So just the speed we were going, I thought Tommy's going to have enough carrots here to try and hold me in. But my fella's a big boy, and I was able to end up getting in the clear. And I like the way once he done that, he was able to balance and then quicken and did it quite well.
How's that track?
Right and lovely, so it's hopefully going to play fair, and it's got a nice cushion on it. Yep.
Well done.
Thanks, Ta.
And Nothing Sacred is the last to move in. Late scratching, Egyptologist. And we're ready to go now. The light is on. Stand by for a break. They're set. And they're racing. One beat, no beat. Jumped quite well from the wide draw. Whoever thought is handy together with Miss Gannon. Dynamic One is pushing forward. Invincible Red not too far away with Miss Gander. And then came Hulu out deep from Salute Again further back to Okakiata. Then came Mazita going along the rails in the early part. As they try and find their positions, Wiggles gets back together with Just Like Liam. Straight Fire, Nothing Sacred of the last one. Smart Jazz back third last. So whoever thought takes the lead. And one beat, no beat, who drew the outside, got across to second. Rajnish goes to third from Dynamic One. Invincible Red is cast three wide, followed then by Miss Gant, who plonks down on the inside running rail, and the inside is Salute Again. Looks like Hulu's at three wide. And then the second half of the field, we've got Mazita from Ballandary Sale there in the red cap. Okakiata's out three wide. They're followed then by Just Like Liam from Wiggles, Smart Jazz, Straight Fire, Nothing Sacred, last of all, 500 to go. Whoever thought in front from one beat, no beat. Then Rajnish from Dynamic One, Miss Gant. Further back, Salute Again as they race inside the 300, and whoever thought giving a good side in the lead by a length now on one beat, no beat. Salute Again running on, getting a rails run is Mazita. Further back to Straight Fire, Okakiata, Wiggles down the outside, but whoever thought a dominant leader with 100 to go from Salute Again, Straight Fire, Mazita's flashing home. Whoever thought in front though, and whoever thought won it by 3/4 to the fast finishing Mazita. Straight Fire finished third, then Salute Again, Miss Gant. A gap back to Ballandary Sale from Wiggles the outside. Then Nothing Sacred, Just Like Liam, one beat, no beat. Rajnish, Smart Jazz, Hulu, Dynamic One, Okakiata, Invincible Red. And the reason you haven't heard an Egyptologist's name mentioned, he was scratched at the gates.
Never gave them a look in. Whoever thought? Mitch Stapleford, the 3 kilo claiming apprentice, winning for Jeremy Gaskett Scone, leading all the way, number 9. Whoever thought? Goes back to back. Tari and a Highway. Mazita up along the rails. And then number 21 for Todd Smart, Straight Fire. It'll run third. So it's Scone, 1-2, Jeremy Gaskin, Lyle Chandler.
Yeah, well, we're feeling sorry for the punters that may have had the $15 Egyptologist. We're not feeling for the people that had $51, whoever thought on Wednesday, going up with an 11-cent deductions. On pace, generous there, and kicked strongly.
9-13, 21 and 5. Well done, Jeremy, your first Highway.
Yeah, very satisfying, particularly... He's had his challenges, this horse, so it's full credit to the staff, and Mitch has done a fantastic job with him. He rated him perfectly today.
Well, despite the challenges, the record is reading very, very good.
Yeah, it is. You can see his age. He's had a few troubles along the way. Nothing, not injuries in training or racing as such. It was just bizarre accidents. How he's still with us, I don't know. He's lucky he's got the MJA brand on, because he's been given, I think we gave him 5 years to really find his feet.
Tell you what, he looks happy out in front.
Yeah, he does. He's a funny little horse. He's a bit of a character. There's things he's got his own way of doing things, and certainly leading and having his own way in front's one of them.
Yeah, we'll keep it going.
Thanks.
Good on you.
Congratulations, Mitch. Nice enough win.
Yeah, he's terrific. I love this horse. He's one of my favourites for sure. He just keeps giving, and he doesn't know how to run a bad race.
He was nice and relaxed out in front, but he had a good kick.
Yeah, last start he went a little bit keen with himself, but today he switched off and was happy. Just felt like we were jogging in front, and because we got it so easy, I sort of just let him roll from the 600, and he was too good.
Second city win.
Yeah, it's nice. It's good to have the support from Mr. Gask. He's a terrific trainer, and he and his owners obviously took a punt putting me on today, but I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, they've come across really well. The only one that's getting warm, and it's exactly what he did last start as well, is Aquarius. So not too much of a concern, albeit he's a bit of a lather. He is quite a free sweater, but he did do this last time as well. Mare of Mount Buller taking that nice improvement. She's walking around here with a lot of purpose. Otherwise, as you would expect, they've all come across particularly well, nice and relaxed group of 1,800 metre horses.
Tim Ryan, final update.
Yeah, the favourite Bear on the Loose just starting to get a little bit soft on the NOP, now out to 240, but we're just holding at 230. Not a favourite we're that keen to lay. We'd rather lay Madatsu, $4.20 second pick.
Here's Darren.
Start. Super Strike. Might be the last there. Yep, the light is on. Stand by for action. Bear on the Loose is the favourite here at Rosehill on this windy day. And they're racing, and Bear on the Loose was one of the first into stride from Phase Angels, holding a forward roll. Madatsu's a lot closer. Then Kibosh is rolling forward out wide on the outside of the Victorian Share. A gap then to Acura Rios on the inside of Marymount Buller. And Super Strike is being eased back to sit at the tail of the field. Bear on the Loose goes forward. So does Kibosh on the outside, and the pair eyeballing each other at the 1,600 metres. Shire drives through the middle of the pack to be prominently placed, sitting on the outside of Phase Angels. And this puts Madatsu back to 5th position. 2 lengths clear from Acura Rios there on the nose roll. And the inside of the well-supported mare, Marymount Buller, and 2 lengths away to Super Strike. So Bear on the Loose in front, running down the back. A half in front to Kibosh, doing plenty of work in the first 600 metres of the race. Phase Angels on the rails, third there at the 1,200. The Victorian well-positioned show, 1 out, 1 back, 2 lengths further back to Madatsu. In the running line, just easing back a little bit on the outside of Acura Rios. A length and a half to Marymount Buller, and 2 lengths to Super Strike. Inside the halfway mark now, and it's Bear on the Loose in front by a half length to Kibosh. Then Phase Angels travelling sweetly in third, a half the outside to Share. 2 further back to Madatsu on the running line on the outside of Acura Rios. 2 further back Marymount Buller, and the same margin back to Super Strike. They've got about 750 to go now, and it's Bear on the Loose in front. Shea takes off, so Bayliss has taken the attitude here. Fortune favours the brave, and he takes off on Shea to rattle the Bear's cage coming to the turn. Kibosh still there between them, and Madatsu tracks up now, peeling to the outside into the straight. Bear on the Loose just from Kibosh. Boy, Shea's run was short-lived, and Kibosh now serves it up to Bear on the Loose. He needs to fight. Coming home well now is Madatsu, and Marymount Buller on the outside as Madatsu moved up in the centre. Madatsu put the head in front from Marymount Buller, Bear on the Loose and Phase Angels. It's Madatsu grimly hanging to the lead. Phase Angels coming through late, but Madatsu's won it from Phase Angels, and third a photo there. Marymount Buller on the outside of Bear on the Loose. So the Bear has given the bookies a great present again. Further back to Acura Rios, followed by further back to Shea's run was short-lived, and Super Strike was last in.
Yes, they get plenty on Bear on the Loose, but I think the punters will get some from the bookies on Madatsu, because he was well tried from $6 earlier in the week. Madatsu, number 9, is going to get the money here. There was a bit of money for Phase Angel to say that she'd run well, and she has. And third, you got Marymount Buller and Bear on the Loose. And I think it's Phase Angel comfortably in second spot. Madatsu, Phase Angel, yes, and Mayor of Mount Buller, and then Bear on the Loose.
Yeah, look, he really appreciated stepping back up in distance today. These lightweights in these staying races, they've got a real edge there, especially if they're in form, and that's exactly what this horse is. You know, I think we're going to see the best of him probably next year, going through more classes, but he's done a great job this preparation, winning 3 of 5, and up another grade today, and he gets the job done. There was money for that mare, and she is going well, Phase Angel. I thought the favourite had his chance and was just outspreaded down the straight here, and the other horse, a bit better run from Mayor of Mount Buller. But
well done, Chris. You've got a fit racehorse there in Madatsu.
Yeah, it sure is. Things haven't really gone his way in the Wyong Cup, and then he went out to Dubbo, but he had the perfect run today, and he was too good.
Yep, keep him to try and find another Saturday race, or are you going to go cups chasing again?
No, I think these types of races are perfect for him, and he's just come a long way in one preparation.
Marymount Buller was good after what looked a disappointing run last start.
Yeah, she was flat last start, and she peeled off and come into the race nicely, and unfortunately the winner just had too easy a time.
Well done.
Thanks. I just want to say about John Nicholson. He gave me the stables of Rosehill, so forever in debt to him.
So that is true, because a lot of people claim they were the ones who got Chris Waller to Australia, but Nico had a big hand in it, did he?
Yeah, he did, yeah. He was an amazing man, an amazing administrator, and always the same person, 365 days a year. And he said, we're building some stables at Rosehill, you should put your name in for them. Didn't guarantee me or anything like that. And sure enough, we got 10 stables, and I'm pretty proud.
He was a part-time Kiwi, you know.
Yeah, him and his mate Dean Knowles in New Zealand, they used to come over for the sales, and Colin Tuck, and they were great days.
Yeah, great. Well, that's lovely you won that race.
Thank you.
Well done, K-Mac. Gee, you're in good form.
having a bit of a day, but get on the back of some nice ones, Bernie, so that helps, yeah.
It was a good effort considering the speed they went early.
Yeah, it was a nice effort. Chris said the main thing is to try and get him out with a good positive step away and try and utilise that inside draw. Going to the start, he was fresh and well and happy, so I thought, well, he's feeling good in himself, and he stepped well, and I was able just to begin and get a nice spot in a sort of a commanding position, and he did the rest. I was able to sort of build into the race on the back of Regan from the 600, and I was always sort of just mindful that Nash was the one to try and catch, and this fella picked up and is very genuine.
Right on, mate.
Thanks, Tapp.
Has really brought him on, and even mentally he's switched on. He's sharp, he's walking forward into the bridle, he's pretty keen to get on with things. He's maybe getting a touch warm, but a lot more switched on than when I saw him last start before he went down to Victoria. So similar story with Swift Falcon. He's come on since even last week. He's just come through in the coat that little bit as well, so come on beautifully, and take nothing away from him. He's still very bright, conserving energy, hasn't turned a hair. Is the 5, Tenbury Wells, who loads away now, nice and relaxed. Tyler just had him walking around on the buckle, wasn't asked to do too much. They've kept El Castello away from a couple of the others, and Josh Parr's just been switching him on, trotting him around a little bit. Duvana is another one. We've been waiting for him to get out to a trip here. When we saw him early days, he always looked physically and on breeding like he'd be really well suited here, and he hasn't turned a hair either. He's conserving his energy beautifully, but both our favourites pretty switched on for this assignment.
Thank you. What price Swift Falcon now, Tim?
Yeah, we've left him at $2.50. We're having no trouble laying him at that $2.50 quote, so we've left him there. He's around about half the investment. Henline, we've pushed another roll out. Now $4.40 on a 420 NOP, top of the market.
Going in with that unusually coloured tail, Henline. Looks like he's been to the hairdressers and got highlights brown.
A bit like mine.
Here's Duvana. And they'll be set for the Gloaming. 1800, Group 3 at Rosehill.
In the Tapp-Craig Stakes, they're off and racing now, and Tenbury Wells just given a dig in the ribs out from barrier 1. Crystal Clear bounds forward, firm agreement handy. A Kami Star moving up out wide, then came El Castello. They're followed then by Rag Queen, who takes a position midfield in the early part on the outside of Kasuki. Further back then to Du Calzini. Getting back is San Gabriel, on the inside of the favourites Will Falcon and Giovanna, and Henline are the last two. So galloping down the back, and Crystal Clear is a long leader out by 3 lengths to a Kami Star. Tenbury Wells goes into an outright third as this field really strings out. 2.5 then to El Castello. Firm agreement 5th on the rail and the Triple Crown Silks. 2.5 then to the lone filly of the field, Rag Queen, who parks on the outside of Kasuki. 2 lengths further back then to Du Calzini in advance of San Gabriel. And these favourites are well back. Swift Falcon third last from Divana, and Henline sees them all and would be a conservative 14 lengths off the lead. 800 metres to go. Crystal Clear makes it a good gallop, although a Kami Star's not satisfied with the pace there, and a Kami Star darts up to second. Had to be put back on the bridle there. Tenbury Wells 2 lengths away in third, is being well restrained approaching the corner. Then firm agreement on the improve from El Castello. Further back to Rag Queen, Yasuki. Now Swift Falcon's third last. Henline is still second last as they turn for home. Crystal Clear, can it keep going? Firm agreement the inside. Tenbury Wells is roping them in. El Castello runs on. Then a Kami Star and Rag Queen. The favourites are still well back as Tenbury Wells and El Castello moved up. Firm agreement on the fence. El Castello and firm agreement, but El Castello really strong the last 100. Rattling home a Swift Falcon, but El Castello's Tapp Gloaming won it by 2 lengths. I think Swift Falcon got up to run second, right on the wire there from firm agreement, and Rag Queen running a clear fourth. Tenbury Wells didn't see out the trip at the end. Henline making good ground at the end. Then Crystal Clear, San Gabriel from Divana, and a Kami Star.
El Castello has gone from a Midway to a Group 3, and he's on now to a Group 1. Winning the Gloaming, he'll firm now in the Spring Champion. What a run, Swift Falcon, from an impossible spot. He'll get up and run second. Firm agreement in third.
Well, what a perfectly rated ride by Josh Parr. He knew how quick they were going. He just plonked there closer than midfield. He watched it all unfold, knew when to move, and he come out well on top. Swift Falcon, dear oh dear, and Henline. You know, we knew they were going to get back, but just drag back. You got no hope doing that. But anyway, they should come on nicely from that. He's run a bottler there. The third horse there, was it Crystal Clear or Firm Agreement? And Rag Queen even made good ground late. But just a lovely ride by Josh on a horse that's been, well, he's been untouched so far in 3 runs this preparation. He'll go ahead, full steam ahead.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Ronnie. That was a great ride by Josh. He obviously seen the good solid speed up front, but just the way that he got the horse to relax, 3 pairs back, 1 off. He could chime into the race whenever he wanted.
Well done, Anthony. He lived right up to his promise today.
Oh, absolutely did. You know, today was the first time we sort of put a field away. He's usually hanging around waiting for something to challenge him, but you know, a very good ride. Had him in the right spot. It didn't work out exactly as we thought it might, but nevertheless, he was in the right position and able to show that he's, you know, a really good stayer in the coming.
How much will that bring him on for the 2000?
Oh, quite a lot. You know, each win that he's had has been a training gallop towards a Champion Stakes. So he's improved every time. He'll improve off this.
Okay, 2 weeks.
That's it.
Well done.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Josh. It's a really nice horse on the way up.
Yeah, thanks, Brownie. He's an absolute beauty, isn't he? He showed us really nice potential for some time now. It's just been a matter of getting him here with little experience and hoping that he could adapt to this level. He's done that really well today, and I don't think there needs to be much improvement to take the next step to Group 1.
Super relaxed, so he's no drama with the trip.
No, that's right. He's a real casual guy, actually. He's a hell of a lot like his old man. I dare say he's the closest I've ridden to Castelvecchio from that sire. So a very exciting horse, and I'm pleased to get the job done today.
Good skills.
Thank you.
Here as a 2-year-old last preparation, he always had that beautiful frame. He was a really lovely type, and he's filled into himself beautifully. He's strengthened, he's really come up in the shoulder, and very laid back today. He was always professional, but I'd say if anything, he's got a better attitude this time in, as was suggested there by his trainer Matt Laurie. So really lovely from him behind the barriers.
Okay, have you got equal favourites now, Tim?
Yeah, after getting Spirit of Wealth out to $3.40, there's been another rally back to her. Coleman's still more popular, but $3.30 each or 2 at the top. Also a few bets for Switzerland after getting out to $6. He's just back into $5.50, so he's just a touch shorter than his stablemate there. Gatsby's at $6, but equal favourites at the top, $3.30 each or 2.
So much interest in this race. The Canadian club Roman Consul Group 2. Switzerland's about to load in. He's the second last in, and his stablemate Gatsby's will complete the line. Here's Darren for the Group 2.
Move in. Drawn the outside. The light is on. We're ready to go on the Roman Consul. Stand by for a start. First leg of the big 6, and they're off and racing, and High Octane was a little slow out. Coleman's going to settle last, and Gatsby's taken back to keep it company. Meantime, Ikasara bounded out of the gates to lead clearly from Yoshinobu, and Spirit of Wealth third, and Switzerland goes to fourth. Then High Octane improving on the inside of Prost, 2 lengths to Coleman, and Gatsby's was taken back to last. Ikasara is burning along in the lead. Out by 4 lengths to Yoshinobu, and Spirit of Wealth doing the chasing on the outside, just easing back a little bit. 2 further back to Switzerland, then Prost from High Octane, travelling well but back in the field from Coleman, and 2 lengths away to Gatsby's. The pace has been strong. Ikasara running along, 3 lengths clear from Yoshinobu, then Spirit of Wealth. Switzerland back on the inside, then came Prost from High Octane. Coleman revved up, 2 lengths away to Gatsby's, 3.50 to go. Ikasara a length and a half in front to Yoshinobu. Now Switzerland starting to knuckle down on the fence. Spirit of Wealth's run a race by the looks of it as Coleman starts to run on. Here's Switzerland bursting up the inside. Switzerland went up to join Yoshinobu. Oh, Switzerland pulling away. So much better behaved today. And Switzerland runs away with the Roman Consul, beating Coleman, who grabbed second on the wire there from Yoshinobu, and then High Octane late. Further back to Ikasara. Gatsby's made some headway. Spirit of Wealth, she fizzed up way too much today. Prost was back last. And now Coolmore will have to have a good think about it. Who goes to the Everest next week?
And that's why they've been waiting. Stormboy was slotted, then he was unslotted, he was put back in again, then it was wait, This is why they were waiting. Chris Waller's told them he's got Switzerland back, but he had to go out and prove it. And with Nash on board, he has made a big statement today, and we might get this 3-year-old into the Tab Everest. We might go and find Tom Magnier. Coleman second, and Yoshinobu has run third, and the tearaway Kasara may have held on for fourth. He's back, Ronnie.
Well, on that you'd say yes, because it was his moment. He got to the 100 there, and I said, okay, this is your moment, you've got to finish this off, and he did. They'd be over the moon with that. There's no real evidence that they should all be getting off the fence like this. I don't know what's happening here. But anyway, Nash capitalised on it, and away he goes. Coleman, his race was done at the start. When he missed the start and lost his position, he wouldn't have beat the winner anyway, as it turns out. And he might be an improver. There's Written Tycoon Colt Yoshinobu. He was up in class there. He rode the speed and stuck on well. But, yep, you've got to give it to him. Decisions.
Yes, well, here's the man with the decisions to make. Now, is this the reason why you're holding off labelling Stormboy your horse?
Chris has had a huge opinion of this horse all the time, and obviously in the slippery he got injured, and then he's had so much bad luck, and Chris and the whole team have been saying you just have to sit, this is going to happen, and we came here today with that belief, and we're very fortunate, great team, but it's definitely really given us something to think about tonight. But we'll go home and we'll have a good think about it, and we'll make a decision in the morning.
It must be great to see him back like that.
As I said earlier, there's always been a huge opinion of this horse, and it just shows the magical force behind Chris Waller Racing, that this horse has had surgeries, he's had everything, but the belief that Chris has had in this horse the whole way through has been phenomenal.
What are the factors you're going to think about? What goes through this process for Coolmore now?
Ideally, all I'd love to do is put Gay and Chris together. Don't know if I'm going to get that done, but
and let them fight it out.
Yeah, exactly. But listen, we have so many partners involved in these horses that we want to make the correct decision. The Everest is such an exciting race. It's going to be a stallion making race. It's now Group 1. Congratulations to everybody behind that. So we're in a very fortunate position. Obviously the Coolmore is very exciting as well. So it's a good position to be in.
You're back. Well done.
Thanks very much.
Good on you, Tom Magnier. Let's go over and have a chat to Chris Waller. So, what do you think of that?
It was good. It was exactly what we wanted.
Did you know he was back?
Well, he was never. It's a good question. In our eyes, he never went anywhere. He just lost his confidence. He got very worked up prior to the race, which wasn't. It's not him. He's actually a very quiet horse. Yeah. But we just had him that fresh, and with these colts, every race is so important. And I think we just overdid the freshness. Right. And then we rode him too close, and it wasn't one of my proudest moments, to tell you the truth. So getting him back on track, we gave him a soft trial. He's enjoyed himself, he's enjoyed life, and showed today that he's back on track.
Do you talk Tom Magnier into running him in the Everest next week, a 7-day backup, which has never been done before?
Do I talk Coolmore into running?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Just see how I just said to some of the media just now, whether it's an Everest or not, the horse will tell the story. So if it was, I'll just treat it like another race. He's had his gallop today. If he's ready to go, and if he gets a slot, I'll tell them yes or no, or what do they think. And it's great being a Group 1 race. I can't use that excuse anymore. We'll go to the Coolmore, it's a Group 1.
That's gone. The excuse everyone hid behind for a long time is gone.
Yeah, rightly so.
Constitution-wise, he would be a horse that could back up?
Yeah, he's done very well this preparation. I had to actually put him on a little bit of a diet a couple of weeks ago.
Give me that diet.
Thanks.
Well done. Chris Waller, here's Corey.
Well done, Nash. First time when the horse is back. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, he's a machine. Just sort of full credit to Chris and his team today. They didn't pull any punches with him. They've sort of obviously done a lot of work in between runs behind the scenes, and kept him walking today when he got to the races. Never got a chance to sort of upset himself there out in the stalls or anything like that. So coming here in the right frame of mind and kept him in that vein of form right round to the barriers, and look, I was able to sort of jump well and just sort of use him enough to get to the right spot, and then he switched straight off for me, and he was quite explosive when I went for him.
Was there any need for all the runners to get off the fence like that? Why?
They keep doing it, mate.
Well done, mate.
Thanks.
Continue the run of fillies who have won both editions of this race, and we're set to go. Stand by for a break. Waiting for the all clear. There it is now. And they're racing, and the favourite of note, Shanghai out of the gates and is going to lead for fun. Snack Bar is sent forward from the wide draw. Marley's pretty handy as a note leads rather comfortably. They're followed just behind them. The main, he didn't have the zip to go with the leading division. They're followed then by Harry Jot, who's anchored down on the inside at this point from King of Rosehill. 2 lengths further back to more territories, Just Party, and Altof's been taken back to last. So a note shows the way, and Snack Bar cleared the inside division going to second. Marley plonks in third from Deconstruction, and King of Rosehill is caught 3 wide, and Berry sending it forward. Further back in the race then to Harry Jot, plonked down on the rails, followed then by Main. A length and a half to more territories, Just Party second last, and Altoff sees them all. 600 out, and it's a note, a half length clear to Snack Bar. King of Rosehill, no luck. Marley pushed along on the inside now. Then came Deconstruction and Main as they come around the turn, and a note swings in front by a length to Snack Bar. Marley the inside, then King of Rosehill has run its race. Further back to Deconstruction. Just Party's taking a rails run, 6 off the lead, but a note going strongly inside the 200. A note is 3 lengths clear from Just Party running on, and then came Snack Bar and out off the outside. A note in front of Just Party is going to get close. A note just in front, and I think scraped in. Hold the phone. There a note, and Just Party lunged on the inside. Deconstruction third. Close up more territories. Then Harry Jot from Snack Bar, Marley. King of Rosehill did it tough, and Main was the last to finish.
Just Party has come quick. Has he come quick enough? A Node, much better than last start when he dropped right out, beaten nearly 8 lengths. Today he showed some fight. There's Tim Clark. Where's the postie saying, here's Just Party.
A bob short.
Nose obscured, but it won't matter. It'll be a Node beating Just Party. 2 will be in the frame. A Node back today, beating Just Party, and Deconstruction will be back in third spot, number 10.
Yeah, look, a big return to form there. He ran along and he did it well, and he's just held Just Party off there. One more bob, it's a different result. So just a little hiccup at his second up run, but he bounces back to his true form there and does a really good job. Now there's a proven that there's nothing wrong with the inside, with Just Party going right up on the fence here and missing by a short head to rush home late there. And Deconstruction, he's an improver, that horse.
Well done, Adrian. Well, he's bounced back big time off that subpar performance.
Yeah, look, I think a few things in that setup in the Golden Rose just didn't quite work for on that occasion, so we just had to trust we had the right horse coming here today. We can put a line through, be forgiven of that one poor performance and assess him on that first up round, and importantly what else he's done in the rest of his career, because that wasn't a one-off good performance either.
Yep. Second horse came quick, but he was really fighting too.
Yeah, look, I was confident he was going to be able to find plenty when under pressure. He got a little bit lost there, I'd say, just out when he's quick and so nice. He was out there in front by himself. I thought he'd respond well under pressure, which he did.
What do you do with him now?
Always thought he'd potentially get further, so we'll look to take him to the mile at this stage, the calendar Presnell in a couple of weeks. We'll reassess if we need to, but going into today, that's where we're looking.
Okay, well done.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations, Timmy. That was a real no today.
Yeah, he I guess he probably surprised everyone first up when he nearly won the run to the Rose, and that effort may just taken a bit out of him then, to try and back that up 2 weeks later. But he's had a good couple of weeks since then, and he really stood up today, and he got a little bit lost, probably just coming away from the rail a little bit. He got a little bit lost, but thankfully done enough to get his head down on the line.
Well done, mate.
Thanks.
Cap is across, Greg, and there's 3 more to move in. Nonconformist, along with Royal Patronage on the back up, and attrition of the remaining runners now. for the Toyota Forklifts Hill Stakes Group 2 over the 1900 metres. So attrition the last to go forward. It's been a very competitive betting race between four of them, and we'll see how it pans out. There's the light. First leg of today's quaddie with a good jackpot. Ready to go. Gates cling back, they're off and racing now, and Golden Path in the middle was one of the best into stride. New Endeavour sent forward, as well as Royal Patronage and Attrition wide out, and Pericles is looking for a spot towards the rails so they find their positions. They're non-conformist, Navajo Peak, Kavalika, and last of all is Stockman. So Royal Patronage surges forward, and Royal Patronage takes the lead clearly now from New Endeavour. There with the yellow cap was happy to hand up, and now Attrition darts up on the outside, and Attrition goes to a clear second. New Endeavour third, Golden Path fourth, and then came Pericles fifth on the rails from non-conformist. A length into Navajo Peak, Kovalika and Stockman last about 9 off the lead. 1200 metres to go, and Royal Patronage is going to make it a true staying affair here in the Hill Stakes, and races 3 lengths clear to Attrition. A length and a half into New Endeavour, and Golden Path next to the outside, followed by Pericles, is buried down on the fence by non-conformist. Then Navajo Peak from Kovalika, length and a half to the outsider of the field, Stockman, as they lead the back and run down the side, and Royal Patronage keeping up the strong gallop in the lead. In the hands of Tim Clark, leads by 4 lengths at the 800 from Attrition, then New Endeavour. Golden Path pretty well positioned, then came Pericles, 3/4 further back to non-conformist. Navajo Peak, Kovalika still second last, and Stockman is the rear ender. Coming inside the 550 metres now, and Royal Patronage leads by a length now, and Attrition getting closer. Then New Endeavour back on the inside, Golden Path being shoved along. Pericles working into the clear from non-conformist. Kovalika down the outside. They've got 300 metres to go. Royal Patronage and Attrition on the outside. Running on well, New Endeavour. Now Kovalika hitting top gear wide out as Attrition takes the lead. Attrition a length and a half clear from Kovalika running on. It's Attrition in front of Kovalika. Attrition hanging on from Kovalika, and Attrition won the Hill Stakes. Wanted a neck on the line to Kovalika. A gap back to Royal Patronage third. Then came Pericles, non-conformist, Golden Path, New Endeavour, Navajo Peak, and Stockman was last to finish.
Attrition, 12 months to the day. He won the Toorak in Melbourne. Today he's in Sydney for a richer race, a $2 million race, a Group 2 Hill Stakes. Attrition, that was his last win, but worth waiting for to pick up big prize money. Mitch Friedman and Bo Mertens. Kovalika has run second. Zach Lloyd and Chris Waller and Royal Patronage. Tim Clark, the Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott.
Yeah, and he raced with plenty of zest here today. There's no doubt about it. He travelled sweetly the whole way there, and he was very, very good. So Mitch thought it out. Fourth up into a Toorak and wins 2 preps back. Fourth up into the Hill Stakes this year, and he was quite dominant considering he had to sit outside a Waterhouse Bott runner, which is near impossible to do. And Kovalika, was a sitting shot for Kovalika, who, well, he did Kovalika things, really. Royal Patronage went out hard and was a beaten horse at the 100, but take nothing away with a winner. He just took that race by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah, I thought it was a really tough win as well, Ronnie. Just happened to drag the rest of the field up to the eventual leader there, and he's done a really, really good job. Bo Mertens, he's a great rider from obviously down south, coming up here to take our spoils, but it was a well-positioned ride. Not easy to do, but well done.
Well done, Mitch. 12 months to the day you won a Toorak, and up here you're racing for $2 million. Well done.
Yeah, he's doubled his prize money in earnings today, so it's a huge thrill. We weren't sure whether to come here or wait to the Coonji next week, where you weren't racing for anywhere near the prize money. So I'm glad that he's ticked off that box over a bit further, and we might see him back here in a month.
Okay, so that's what swayed you. It was the money, the big prize money.
The prize money, and obviously Alex Ross, my racing manager, and myself do a lot of time into working out what horses are going where, and trying to pick the right races for him. And we thought this was a good opportunity to come up here and give him a look at this way of going first, and show him the travel. And possibly before the 5 Diamonds. So we had no luck trying to get up here last year for the Golden Eagle, and it's good to see him get a job done today.
There's another $2 million race you're looking at.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why not? They're going to put the prize money on, and we've got a horse that's racing really well. So we might see if we can turn him around again in a month.
Great job. Go and enjoy it.
Thank you. Cheers.
Congratulations, Jock. How's that feel?
Oh, unbelievable. What a terrific horse he's been for me. A year to the day winning the Toorak, and for him to come here and do this first time over a 1900 was just a great training performance by Mitch and his team, and everything worked out so well for us in the run, and I knew when he was travelling up from the 600 like that he was on today, and he performed like it.
You can get taken out of your comfort zone with the hot speed?
No, well, he actually took himself there. Like, his horse had been riding quiet, just purely on just trying to look after him because he had a setback last prep. So I think it was time that I messaged Mitch this morning saying, how is he? And he said, hook's on, we're going forward, we're not mucking around today. And he obviously knew he was ready to go and do what we did.
Right on, bud.
Thank you.
Tapp-Craig Express now from the outside draw is the last to go in, and we're locked and loaded and ready to run in the Alan Brown Stakes, $1.5 million event, and we're ready to go. They're set, waiting for the all clear. They're set now, and they're racing in the Alan Brown Stakes, and Punch Lane fired out of the gates together with Macarena on the outside, but Punch Lane's going to lead rather comfortably. Belclair's right on the scene in the early part, and I Know a Star starting to show good muster the outside. Here to Shock Handy, then Samana on the rails. The favourite just behind them, Gringotts with Terramata, and Rustic Steel scored very wide. So is Macarena as well, going to the 1,000 metres. NCAP's back in the field, and over on the inside running rail from Straight Ace, and then came Amenable. Arapaho out deep from Waterford. Well back is Converge from Territory Express, and Lindemann is the last one. I Know a Star, just like its lead-up trial, is zipping along. I Know a Star by 3 lengths. On Punch Lane, Belclair right there. Just ridden with a bit of patience today. 2 after Here to Shock. They're followed then by Samana from Gringotts, starting to improve. Rustic Steel. Macarena's having a torrid time of it as they turn, and NCAP will ride for luck on the fence. I Know a Star swings in front. Belclair now presents from Punch Lane. Here to Shock. Gringotts gets a chance. Further back to Macarena and Samana. Inside the 300. I Know a Star being tackled by Here to Shock, and Gringotts the outside. Here to Shock and Gringotts. I Know a Star keeps fighting on. It's Here to Shock in front from Gringotts. Here to Shock. Gringotts. Waterford flashing home. Here to Shock won the Alan Brown. Here to Shock. A neck on the line to the favourite Gringotts. Then Waterford, and NCAP whizzing home at the end. From I Know a Star, Territory Express heading the line well. Then came Belclair from Punch Lane, Samana. Straight Ace, Converge, Macarena, Rustic Steel, Amenable. Then Lindemann, Arapaho and Terramata.
Well, the bookies will breathe a sigh of relief. The heavily backed Gringotts misses. Here to Shock in form. Won his way into the big dance by winning the Cameron. He was an $8 chance in the big dance. He'll shorten up now. Big win. Here to Shock. Nashville for Ben Will and JD Hayes. Gringotts will be second. Tommy Berry and Kieran Maher. And a great return by Waterford. From third last on the rails. He's run third, number 18, in front of NCAP, I Know a Star and Territory Express.
What an underrated horse. He's just got a tremendous will to win, and these young boys are training the house down. Geez, they're pulling our pants down today, the Victorians, aren't they? Placed their horses beautifully here today, and Here to Shock. Just a beautiful ride by Nash. Camped in behind them, travelled well, and just that will to win gets him home from Gringotts, who's saved the bookies. They want everything today. They don't want a taste of a bit of the pie. They want the whole lot, and they might get it if this last favourite gets run over too. But anyway, Gringotts was good in defeat, and Waterford's ticking. Well, that's a great start off. I'd suggest he's got good targets ahead of him as well.
Congratulations, Nash. Geez, tough.
Yeah, so honest. I just saying, like, it's such a great job by the boys to get him up there for these races. I mean, I'm sure he would have been competitive down in Melbourne in something, but pretty sure they wouldn't have been going around for a year and a half. So, great foresight by them. And, you know, it's funny how things fall into place. It's just saying, like, after my old mate Cepheus died only a couple of weeks ago there, this bloke just come along at the right time and replaced him, so very lucky.
Could you feel Gringotts coming to beat you a few times?
Yeah, I certainly had 4 goes at it. My bloke, to be fair, he actually dug his toes in a couple of times. He really sort of wasn't sure what was, probably never been left in front that far from home, I'm not sure. But, this place is a long run in Rosehill, and if you haven't been here before, it's a bit daunting. So, but you've got to love the way forward once Gringotts got to him.
Well done, bud.
Yeah, cheers.
Goes forward here for the running of the Nivison, so late support again for the favourite Alencia, and the light is on, we're ready to go, and the mares are set to fly over the 1200 metres. Ready? Fire! And they're racing. Coco Jambu missed the kick. Alencia is well back. Is going to settle down second last and snag back towards the tail is Roots. Peace Treaty jumped quite well off the inside with Royal Merchant the other. Then Bullrim Bellerin pushing through Danison Darcy in the orange jacket. Coco Jambu fifth down on the rails. Then came Alencia. Further back then as they go into the first turn is Roots and Hellfire Express is the last one. Blanc de Blanc's back fourth last. So the front runner here is Peace Treaty. Can another Victorian winner? Peace Treaty in front by 3/4 to Royal Merchant, followed then by Danison Darcy in third, Ballroom Bella next. They're followed by Blanc de Blanc on a 3-wide path. Coco Jambu back on the fence. Alencia third last from Roots and Hellfire, Miss Hellfire's last of all. Into the straight now and Peace Treaty, Royal Merchant. Moving up now is Ballroom Bella on the outside and down to the 300. It's Peace Treaty under siege from Royal Merchant, Ballroom Bella. Now Alencia gets a chance, given the cue, and Alencia moved up now. Alencia races to a narrow lead here from Royal Merchant, and away she goes, Alencia, maintaining her outstanding first up record. Alencia beat the long price Danison Darcy, who got through in the inside to Nut Royal Merchant and Coco Jambu flashing home. Then came Hellfire Express together with Ballroom Bella. Peace Treaty surrendered late, followed then by Roots and Blanc de Blanc after the wide runner finished at the tail of the field.
Alencia gets a Group 3 Nivison to go alongside her Group 2 Emancipation. She ran in the Invitation last year, running 10th. She might be back there in a few weeks for the Invitation at Royal Randwick. Alencia much too good for them. Turns the day around for Tommy Berry. Number 3 Alencia will be first. Waiting on the other numbers to go up. They're not there yet. Here they are. Number 11 has run second. Danny St. Darcy. Number 11. 1. Royal Merchant will be third. So there's Danny St. Darcy right along the fence, just edging out Royal Merchant. And Coco Jambu will be fourth. Miss Hellfire will be fifth. Then Ballroom Bella, Ronnie.
Yeah, she's a good mare. She's a very good mare. He was very happy when Blanc de Blanc went forward there because he was in a bit of a sticky spot. She dragged him where he had where she had to go, and she just put him away. I'd suggest Denise stand by the letterbox because that invitation will be there within very fast mail. Better get there before someone else's invitation comes for somewhere else because she's very, very good. Timing's perfect. Great training performance. Got held up and should have finished closer to Matty Dale's mare there. He's done a great job to get the black type. She got held up, lost a lot of momentum. And Royal Merchant's ready to win the right race now. And Miss Hellfire was great first up with Coco Jambu. But a one-act affair, really. She's a good mare.
It was, and it was a terrific ride by Tommy Berry. He had Timmy Clark right where he wanted him on Blanc de Blanc, and he posted him 3 wide and then just let Timmy do all the work and then come off his back and chimed in at the right time. Very good ride.
3:11, 1 and 4 the numbers. 3:11, 1 and 4. So Alencia looks likely that she's heading towards an invitation. Chris will let us know right now after winning in 1:9.49 and home in 33.97. Well, how high can this girl rise from a Group 2 Emancipation, now a Group 3 Nivison?
Yeah, she can go all the way, I think. That's our opinion of her prior to her winning today, and it was good to see her come back like that. She won with a bit of arrogance, and that's what a Group 1 horse should be winning like.
And the invitation is next. Is that a race?
If we get an invitation.
I think you'll get one.
We should do, yeah.
Slot her in there. It's Group 2 now.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. It's a $2 million race. It's your home track. It's hard to get past. There's not really a Group 1 race for her in Melbourne. Otherwise, maybe a Rupert Clark, but it's at the end of the carnival. So maybe that's her Group 1 after an invitation.
What did you think of her today and where she was at fitness-wise?
I was a little bit concerned. Work-wise, she's worked like she's ready to win, but she's only had one trial. We traditionally need 2 trials, but we had her fit enough.
That's why you think she'll go a bit higher than where she is now?
Got a bit up her sleeve.
Okay, well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Tommy. It's a little bit arrogant.
Yeah, no, it was. I've just been getting told, I've never been told by so many people in the stable and Chris all week that this mare's just come back bigger, stronger and better, and I got to ride her like that and she was just way too good for him.
You had Timmy Clark where you wanted him?
Yeah, no, it was perfect. I was able to do enough to keep him there, and then just as he started to press forward a bit, get onto his back and use him to get me around the corner. Doesn't always work out like that, but it did today.
Skills.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Ferrari in pole position, the odds-on favourite. Racing, and she's jumped out all right. Ferrari. Tri-State was clearly the best into stride. Dollar Magic handy and the Grey Creon being sent forward on the outside. Stromboli's out pretty deep, and now Ferrari starting to whiz up on the inside of Everyone's a Star. 2 lengths to Lonrose Queen, then gently rolled from Hewen, and Miss Hades is last of all. Tri-State gets the front clearly by a length and a half on Creon. Dollar Magic third, then Cavallo Ramponte. Stromboli out deep. They're followed midfield on the inside, then to the short price favourite Ferrari. From Everyone's a Star, Lonrose Queen, a length to gently rolled from Hewen, and Miss Hades sees them all. It's Tri-State leading around the corner by a length on Creon. Then came Dollar Magic, revved up on the inside. 2 further back now to Ferrari. Zach Lloyd opts to go back to the inside. It's Tri-State at the 250, 2 lengths clear from Dollar Magic. Ferrari, she's taking a while to wind up. Tri-State leads inside the 100. Now Ferrari starting to hit top gear. It's Tri-State and Ferrari. Ferrari up the inside, went bang in. Ferrari won the last, beat Tri-State. Dollar Magic third. Gently rolled, doing its best work late with Hewen on the outside and Creon between them. Then Lonrose Queen from Miss Hades, Cavallo Ramponte, Stromboli, and Everyone's a Star was one of the last to finish.
Favourite wins the last. There was a big roar here at Rosehill. There'd be roars all around the country. The last race in Sydney, in pubs and clubs, on racetracks everywhere. There was a little bit of the holding of the breath at about the 300 when she didn't explode, but Ronnie, she got the job done in the end. She jumped well, better anyway, and Zach did the rest.
Yeah, he stayed cool, Zach, didn't he? He stayed cool. They weren't going hard in the 1100 metre race, and that was the only worry, because Tri-State can really dash at the 1100 metres here, and he was heavily backed that last minute of betting, 16 in. Tri-State, they nearly made a little plunge late there. Dollar Magic did her thing. Hewen and Creon were both great with Gentry Roll running on late, but she's a nice mare, nice mare.
Another terrific ride there by young Zach. I think it'll be a big confidence builder for that horse, Ferrari, doing what she did there today, jumping cleanly and getting into a nice enough position. She'll take good benefit out of that. Just another good ride. He could have got a little bit, he could have rushed his way out there, but he decided to go back to the fence and just ride for a little bit more luck. And
well done, Joe. That was a better result today.
It was a better result, but not much easier to watch. She was very good. Jumped better. She was a lot more relaxed today. But Jerry Muster probably ended up a bit further back than we wanted. And when the leader kept kicking, it took a while to catch it. But Zach is running so well. He was patient there. I don't think many jockeys would have stayed where he stayed. And they ran very quick last 600. So I think she probably went as good as she could late. She's a very, very promising mare. Got plenty of ability. She's still improving. Great to get a win for First Light Racing. Obviously, they've got a very handy mare there. Got a bit of luck for them, and they've been good supporters.
The barrier attendants did a great job making her settle down in the gates, keeping her calm. Have you done much work at home in the last couple of weeks?
Not really. Just about keeping her happy. She's been at Bong Bong since her run. So we see a very quiet environment, and today, from the time she got here, once Zach got on and going on a track, she was a lot more relaxed. And the boys had a barrier, did a good job. They obviously got got the experience 2 weeks ago. They know what she's like, and they learn from that. And yeah, it's good to get the results, and hopefully there's a lot more to come with her.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Zach. Nice little win there. What were your thoughts at the 300?
Yeah, but she got the first 100 good enough. She got out the gate. She was quite relaxed behind the barriers. It was good to see, but just rode how she jumped, and I was confident in the horse. I was on the best horse, and yeah, made it a bit stressful for connections, but we got there in the end.
Do you prefer to come around horses?
Not too sure. She was quite game going underneath, and she was quite competitive. She's got that bit of sass in her, so I think those tight competitive runs she likes, and she was full of running through the line, which suggests she might be beneficial a bit further.
Well done, bud.
Thank you, Corey.